What is going on, traders, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm glad to have you. On this channel, I go over key levels and catalysts that I'm focusing on, along with a watch list of stock tickers that I may trade. Now in this video, I'm going to be going over my watch list for the trading week of November 20th, 2023. Let's get to it. All right, first up, the catalyst. Now, we don't have much going on this week in terms of news, but we do get the FOMC meeting minutes on Tuesday, and that's about it. Now, besides the market being closed on Thursday for Thanksgiving, you should also be aware that the Richmond Fed President, Tom Barkin, will have a TV appearance on Monday. I don't recall any of his comments moving the market, but just in case, watch your trades during that time, all right? Let's take a look at this week's earnings calendar. All right, so we have a few companies that could make some noise this week, and I'll be watching them all. Those will be Lowe's, Dick's Sporting Goods, HP, and of course, the star of the week, Nvidia. Let's get started with the watch list. All right, first up is Nvidia, ticker symbol NVDA, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly time frame. Now, the company reports earnings after the market closes on Tuesday, and right now the stock is sitting around $493. Now, we all know that Nvidia has been a very strong stock, and it's approaching its all-time high around $500 once again. So in order for me to consider it bullish, it has to get above $500. If it does, then the first level I'm looking for to test is going to be around $550. Now, as Nvidia approaches $550, I'm going to start paying attention to these buyers right here. Because if we look at this chart, in recent times, there's been a lot of accumulation around the $400 mark. Now, the last time they accumulated around this mark and it got up to 500, a lot of them sold. This time around, when they accumulated, not many of them sold around $500. So they may be waiting for Nvidia's earnings and decide to sell or take profits around 550. So if I'm in any trades, I'm going to start being cautious once it approaches 550. Now, on the bearish side, if Nvidia cannot get above 500, then the first level I'm looking for to test is going to be around 482. If it can't hold 482, then it could possibly drop all the way down to around $440. So keep these levels on your watch list, and let's see what happens. Up next is Lowe's, ticker symbol LOW, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly time frame. Now, the company reports earnings before the market opens on Tuesday, and right now the stock is sitting around $204. Now, looking at this chart here, you can see around $200 has been a very strong support for this stock. So in order for me to consider Lowe's bullish, it has to stay above $200. If it does, then the first level I'm looking for to test is going to be around $212. If you look left, you can see $212 has been a very strong resistance for this stock. But if it can't get above $212, then the next level I'm looking at is going to be around $221. Now, on the bearish side, if Lowe's cannot hold $200, then I'm looking for it to drop down to around $185. So keep these levels on your watch list, and let's see what happens. All right, up next is Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly time frame. Now, last week Tesla was pretty strong, but as it was running up, I was paying attention to this trend line right here, and sure enough, when it hit that trend line, it started to sell off, and that was around $250. Now, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be paying attention to a couple of things. The first one, they announced that they're going to be delivering a Cybertruck as of November 30th, but on Friday, they also announced that on the 30th, they're only going to be delivering 10. So we have to wait until Monday to see how the market processes that. The second thing is that when they deliver the Cybertruck, it could be a sell the news event and Tesla could end up selling off, all right? Now, with the stock sitting around $234, in order for me to consider it bullish, it has to get above $235. If it does, then the first level I'm looking for it to test is going to be around $250. If it gets above $250, then it's going to be every $10. So it's going to be $260 and $270. Now, on the bearish side, if Tesla cannot get above $235, then I'm looking for it to drop down to around $220. If it can't hold that, $206. So keep these levels on your watch list, and let's see what happens. All right, and the last one we're going to look at today is Target, ticker symbol TGT, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly time frame. Now, we were watching Target because of its earnings, and we talked about 105 being a very strong support, and sure enough, it was. On their earnings, it ran all the way up to around $130. With the stock sitting around $130, in order for me to consider it bullish, it has to stay above $130. If it does, then the first level I'm looking for it to test is going to be around $137. If you look left, you can see this is a very strong support, which is also acting as resistance. Now on the bearish side, if target cannot hold $130, then I'm looking for it to drop down to around $115. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. And that is the end of the video. If you find value in the videos that I publish, smash that like button and please consider subscribing to the channel. Also, if you're looking to get started with investing, check out the pinned comment in this video for a link to Webull where you can get up to 12 free stocks for signing up and depositing just 1 cent. Now here's wishing you a prosperous week of trading, and until next week, talk to you later.